When the Pierce family hired a soft-spoken babysitter named Claire Hastings, they thought they were saving their family. But what they welcomed instead was something far more terrifying. What follows is a descent into psychological horror, mirror rituals, and a child taken by something that doesn't belong in this world. Emma and Daniel Pierce were exhausted new parents. Their 6-year-old daughter, Mia, had recently developed severe night terrors, and Emma, trying to return to her job as an interior designer, couldn't juggle everything. After a few disappointing interviews, they finally met Claire Hastings. Claire was quiet but polite, with striking gray eyes and a calming presence. She had glowing recommendations, experience with special needs children, and even CPR certification. Emma instantly felt a strange sense of familiarity, as though she'd met Claire before, but couldn't place where. Within days of hiring her, things seemed better. Mia smiled again. She slept through the night. She laughed with Claire. They played tea party games, read stories, even painted the garden fence together. But it didn't last. The first sign was subtle. One night, Emma found Mia curled under her blanket, wide awake, whispering to herself. "The girl in the ceiling watches me now," she said, pointing up. Emma laughed nervously and chalked it up to imagination. Then came the drawings. Mia's once vibrant artwork was replaced with black crayon sketches, figures with empty eyes, a child standing in fire, a cat with its limbs stretched out. In one drawing, Claire stood in a room full of red candles, holding hands with a smaller girl, who had Mia's face. Emma's breath caught. She showed the drawing to Claire, who said, "Children often reflect their dreams." "It's nothing." Soon, the shadows started. Lights flickered every night around 3 a.m. Emma heard footsteps from the attic, even though it had no floorboards. Daniel blamed squirrels, but Emma was certain. She heard a soft humming tune, like a lullaby, coming from above Mia's room. They checked the nanny cams, only to discover entire nights erased. Not overwritten, erased. The files from 2 to 4 a.m. were corrupted every night. A technician tried restoring them but found a single preserved frame. Claire, kneeling at Mia's bedside. Her eyes were closed. Her lips moved in a chant. Mia's eyes were open, completely black. That night, Emma locked her door. She no longer trusted the girl she hired. 3 days later, the cat, Oliver, vanished. Mia claimed he went through the mirror. They found him in the woods behind their house, buried in a shallow grave, wrapped in Emma's wedding dress. Emma snapped. She demanded Claire leave the house. But Claire didn't argue. She simply looked at Emma and whispered, "She's almost finished forming. You won't stop her." The next day, Mia collapsed at school with a nosebleed and a seizure. At the hospital, the doctor ran tests. Mia's brain activity during the seizure registered abnormally, like someone else was trying to control her motor functions. Terrified, Emma begged the police to investigate Claire, who had since vanished. Her references? Disconnected numbers. Desperate, Emma returned to Mia's drawings. One, dated weeks ago, showed Claire standing over a grave marked Rachel. On a hunch, Emma searched public records for Claire Hastings and Rachel in combination. What she found chilled her. Claire had a twin sister, Rachel Hastings, who died at age 13 in a house fire suspected to be linked to cult activity in a rural Pennsylvania town. The case was never solved, but the word possession was scrawled across a detective's notes. Claire had spent her teen years institutionalized. After release, she'd kept changing cities. Every place she lived in, children reported visiting spirits and nightmares. Emma thought it was over, until Mia began drawing again. The latest picture was of Claire standing in the attic, holding a knife, smiling. The figure next to her had glowing red eyes, and looked exactly like Mia. Emma rushed home and searched the attic. There, beneath a rotted floorboard, she found candles, salt circles, a torn photo of 2 girls, and a small blood-stained rag, Mia's lost shirt. Suddenly, a noise. Behind her. But she looked different. Her eyes were dull, her skin pale, her voice shaking. "I tried to protect her," Claire said. But it's too late. She knows you're weak. She wants a mother next. The unexpected revelation. Claire wasn't the villain. She was trying to stop it. She explained everything in a voice barely above a whisper. Rachel had died during a ritual her own parents led, trying to elevate her spirit. Her soul never left. Each year on the anniversary of her death, she searched for a host child near her age. Claire had dedicated her life to tracking the signs: black eyes, animal deaths, mirror hallucinations. And when she found Mia's drawing in an online parent forum, she came, not to babysit, but to perform a hidden exorcism without alerting the spirit inside Mia. Claire's nightly rituals were to trap Rachel, but Emma fired her before she could finish. That night, Emma found Mia awake, standing by the mirror. Her voice was not hers. "She failed me. You will not." Emma screamed, but Mia only smiled and walked backwards into the darkness. The lights died. The mirror shattered. And Mia whispered one last thing. "Mother, we're going to be together forever now."